Welcome back, gardeners. It's Vicky from 5B Gardener. Just want to do a little impromptu garden video. Sorry, let me switch my view here. Okay. It's nice and overcast out. We've been having a lot of storms moving through the Midwest. I'm in Council Bluffs, Iowa, which is very close to where there were some major tornadoes recently, so a few days ago. But anyway, everything's looking great in my garden. I was lucky enough to not have any tornadoes visit me. So I just thought I'd take you guys for a quick little walk around. I always say quick and then it ends up being like a half hour, 45-minute video. So sorry about that. Beautiful allium starting to come up. I don't know what kind these are. They're shorter than I was expecting, but still pretty. Oh, look, my hardy hibiscus is starting to come up. That's gonna fill in like that entire spot there. And then I have, this is the Coleraine red monarda that will come up behind it. And hopefully this, sorry about my nails, they look gross. Hardy hibiscus should kind of hold that monarda back in place. I also have a tomato cage, as you can see, but it just tends to flop forward. I've got some peonies here that have nice buds on them. I've actually never seen these bloom before, and I planted them like 2 or 3 years ago. So if I remember correctly, they're going to be red, which is fine, although I'm not usually a big fan of red. I talked about in my last video that I actually want to swap these peonies out for 2 white ones. So I'm not sure what color those are. In fact, I don't even see any buds. That one might not bud this year, or might not bloom this year. My Jade Parade sand cherry is done blooming, but still a very pretty little shrub. And this sedum, whatever the name of it is looking really gorgeous. I love how it's overflowing the raised terrace there. Everything is starting to grow so fast. Look at these beautiful iris. Oh my goodness. And then I've got that really pretty artemisia right there, that silver artemisia. This is my foxtrot pennisetum grass. These will be orange ditch lily. Not sure what the scientific name is. I honestly can't even remember what these are, but I want to say they're purple, not salvia. What's the other one? Having a brain fart. It's like little spikes, kind of like salvia. Anyway. And then this right here. What is this? I don't remember. I think this is my black-eyed Susans. Oh, Veronica. That's what I was trying to think of. Veronica here and there and there. If these all turn out to be the same color, I'm gonna like put them in one group together. Look at how pretty these Stand By Me clematis are. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Today I planted out some, oh, lupin, that's what it was. My lupin is finally in bloom. I've been waiting for this for like 3 years, I think, and I finally know what color that I have. And it's a beautiful purple or blue, whatever you want to call that. But anyhow, I took some of my lupin seedlings and I popped those in the ground so that we have some more lupin growing in this area in years to come. Although apparently it takes quite a while to bloom, so 3 years from now, you guys can see what color they are. A really pretty columbine. It's still pretty small. I have a huge one in my backyard. It's like probably 3 feet wide by about 2 feet tall now. I've got some salvias here, just putting out their first blooms, looking really pretty. Another allium. My yarrow is starting to get quite bushy. Some more salvia there behind it. More alliums. This is a pink dianthus. Another pink dianthus. More salvia. This is kind of where I group my sedums. Not sedums. What am I trying to call these? Succulents, sedums. I forget what these are called. Anyway, I've got like cactus. I have various types of, my God, what are they called? I've got some hens and chicks here. So cute. I love that little log. I know it's going to come to me. What are these things called? Is it sedum? I don't know, you guys. Right here, I've got the 3, kind of like a lamb's ear, but it gets tall, pink purple flowers. This is some sort of lily. Here's my purple salvias that I moved together in a grouping. I planted a couple new little sedums that I'm hoping are going to climb over the edge of my walk here, or my railing. I think this is more black-eyed Susan with some old bulb foliage that needs to come out. Another one of these that I can't remember what it's called, same as I have on the other end. Is it maybe a daisy? I don't know. That is my pincushion flower. My butterfly bush, I'm still thinking that's probably dead. That green, whatever that is like a weed. Over here I have a delphinium, and I planted some delphinium seedlings next to it. So there's about 5 or 6 of those kind of peppered around it. Another large stand of yarrow. Another foxtrot grass there. Another monarda. This one is the purple variety, just like the wild purple type. And I have another hardy hibiscus coming up in front of it. This one has pink flowers. Got some more cute little cactuses down here. This is some, what do you call that? Vinca to hopefully trail over my broken railing. I've got another type of Artemisia here. This one is so soft. I love that. And then this beautiful oregano that is growing concerningly fast. My lamb's ear are starting to look better. They are all going to make it. So that's good. And another cactus and another vinca. All right, I'm going to pause and go up to the next level. All right, I don't remember what I planted there last year, so that one's going to be a surprise. Ooh, there's another one. I think those are native plants because I planted a bunch of native plants right toward the end of the year, and I didn't get all of them marked, so now I don't remember what they are. Okay, this is my little patch of Russian sage. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. And then this is something different. Another native plant, I think. Same with this one. Don't remember what they are. I think one of them is hyssop though, if I remember correctly. And today I planted some hyssop seedlings in a grouping right here. There's probably 10 of them or so. We've got more orange ditch lily. I also have a Jopai weed right there. I didn't think it was coming back, but there it is. So it looks like it made it through the winter after all. I also have a Baptisia right here. And this little plant is called that, Lobelia syphilitica. I have another group of Veronica, I think, here. Not sure what this is. I have some gladiolas over here. Oh my goodness. My sweet William. Look at how electric that color is. Oh wow. That looks way redder on camera. In person, it's like a really deep pinky red. That's super pretty. This is the first time that's ever bloomed. That is a patch of goldenrod that I transplanted this spring. Almost 100% certain now that these ones that look like onions are my drumstick alliums. So they've got those long grassy foliage. And then there's also some actual iris behind them. So we have iris here, and we're going to have the drumstick alliums in front. What else? This is, I believe it's my pink drift rose. And then I've got multiple clumps of purple coneflower echinacea. There's another grass back here that will get nice and tall and pretty, and it's a native. And then of course the beautiful iris. I've got a pink salvia over here. Looking pretty. So the grass and weeds are starting to come up in this area. But I have been working on pulling some out. There's lots of other stuff growing up too that I'm hoping it grows faster than the grass does, because then it will, you know, shade out the grass. Like, I think that is a artichoke plant. I put 4 artichoke plants out here, and if they all survive, they get huge. And so then they're gonna shade out a lot of this where the grass would normally grow. But I also have like reseeded, I think, coneflower and stuff like that. Down here, I have another patch of the hyssop that I had grown from seed. And this plant in this back corner is my elderberry. It's just like a regular elderberry shrub, so it's not going to be like as pretty as my black lace or my lemony lace, but it's the species type, and I just believe in carrying native plants when I can. Oh my god, these have blooms. I have not seen that before. They're all over it. All right, cool. I don't know if they turn a different color than white or if that's just how they look. But that is my Artemisia. All right, I'm gonna pause again so we can go up to the next level. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I have cut back both of these spireas. They were huge, dead twigs last time I videoed, I believe. There is some grass in there that I need to get pulled. I actually want to get some sort of pretty ground cover and plant that in there to get that established. And then I have been working on this bed. Today I probably weeded for a couple hours. I also cut back on these rose bushes that I have, anything that was, you know, dead or dying. I thought I lost 2 rose bushes in this bed, but I actually only lost 1. At least I'm fairly certain I lost 1. But the other one I found growth at the base, so that's great news. Over here, look at how big my lemon lace, not lemon lace, the black lace elderberry is. This is year 3, so it is getting big. Back there I have a new dawn climbing rose. That one there, I think it's called John Cabot Rose. Having a trouble remembering the name of that one. Sprinter boxwood. These 2 are ham elm grasses that I transplanted, and they're both looking pretty darn dead. Although I do see just a couple of green twigs or shoots, and there's also a couple in that one. So I guess if I'm really patient, it should make it. This is Gara. and that will be really pretty. This is that pink berry native that I have that I'm not really crazy about, but I'm giving it one more year. Tater tot, arborvitae. This little plant right here is a, what do they call them? Sweet autumn clematis, I think. It's definitely clematis. I just don't remember the name of it, but it gets really big and white, and I'm hoping it's going to climb up my, my gutter, my rain spout thing. All right, different kind of boxwood. I like this kind better. I think I'm going to replace the Sprinter ones because I've got a couple of those with this type. These green shoots that you're starting to see back here, and there's a bunch of them planted in this entire area, those are dahlias. Fairly certain that's anemone windflower. I don't know why it's so small. This is its third year and it's still that small. And it's in full sun. So tell me if it's in the wrong place, and I'll try to look that up. I just always forget. And then this is some kind of iris that I don't know the color of. Same with these. I got these last year and they haven't bloomed yet. And I don't see any stalks on them, so I guess they're not going to bloom this year, which is unfortunate. I'll have to wait another whole year. This guy, don't remember. That rose right there is another climbing rose, same as this one. What are they called? Pretty and Pink Eden climbing rose, I think. Another boxwood, another tater tot arborvitae. Right here today, I planted some here. You know what? I think squirrels got this one because they appear to have killed whatever seedlings I had, but I planted some, damn it, here's more of them. They are definitely digging in my freshly planted seedlings. These are, it's a native, oh my god, these all got my peony again. These damn squirrels. I gotta fix this real quick. This is a pink Ito peony. This is the third time they've dug it up, so I'm really hoping that it will still grow something this year, not die. I'm getting flustered about the squirrels. I don't remember the name of these, but they're native and they're pink. And I hope that some of them make it, because if at least a few of them make it, then, you know, they'll be fine in the future. That rose is Sweet Peggy. I want to say, what is this rose? I don't remember. I'll have to find the tag. One of them is a white rose. I think it's called Bolero, and one of them is a pink rose. Can't remember which one it is. I got a bunch of Astilbe over here, all looking very healthy. And another sweet autumn clematis. And then I've got lots of Oriental lilies on this side and that side over there too. Let's look at my shade garden. Okay, well, I decided to come over to my hot garden instead of the shade garden because my neighbor is mowing and it would be loud, and I always feel weird talking in front of my neighbors doing a video. I don't know about you, but alright, so changes in this bed. I did take out this hostas that I've been talking about removing that were right here. I've got my ferns coming in, looking really good. And I also planted in this little crevice a bleeding heart, white bleeding heart. I think that looks super pretty. And then I've got a white clematis planted right there along that fence post. So looking forward to that. These are a stand of like 60 something blood red gladiolas. Well, I only see about 30 coming up, so maybe I am wrong on that number, but I thought I bought 2 bags of like 30 something, but maybe it was 2 bags of 16. That would be like 32. Anyway, regardless, it's going to be pretty. This is a GM, and it was red, I want to say. It was very pretty last year. This is that huge columbine that I was telling you about. It's like 2 feet tall and 3 feet wide, probably. That sucker's big. It's at least 2.5 feet wide, if not 3. My foxtrot pennisetum grass coming in nice, and then I put some creeping Jenny in there. I would like to fill that up, the area around the grass. I'd like to fill it up with creeping Jenny. I've tried growing some other things in there, but this area just doesn't get a ton of sun. And then also because I already have a lot of grassy textures, I don't want to add more grassy type things. So like before I had put like various types of daylily or other kind of Asiatic lilies, stuff like that. First of all, they weren't getting enough sun. Second of all, just it was more grassy texture along with that, and I didn't like it. So I just decided to put some creeping Jenny in there. I think it'll be a really nice contrast for the foxtrot pennisetum. And it doesn't die all the way back in the winter, so it looks pretty. Speaking of what doesn't die back in the winter, I have this beautiful sedum of some sort that I've been calling Irish moss, I think. And it's really pretty. I love how it's filling up. I want it to fill up this entire river bed, going all the way up there toward those rocks. I think that's going to be really pretty, just growing in between all the other various plants. This is my, what was it called? Sage. I can't remember the name of it, but obviously it has really pretty blue, silvery foliage. And these grasses that you see growing up, this will pretty much fill up this whole bed behind it. So that's going to be a really pretty backdrop. Right here, I have some native plants. Still learning the names, and it's Anemone virginiana. I have 2 of them here and 1 in another spot, and I'm planning to move all 3 of them pretty soon. Probably back there, closer to my garage / green room. This appears to be a little teeny piece of rose, which is weird because I transplanted my Don Juan climbing rose right here, and so I'm wondering if I left a piece of root in the ground over there, because I don't know what else that would be. I've had some red cannas planted here, and I'm not seeing any sign of life other than weeds, so I might need to just give up and plant something else there this year. Pardon all the many weeds here. I have to obviously come through and do these beds, but this one I have some various Asiatic lilies planted. This one is daylilies, yellow daylilies. I have some yellow cannas planted behind them, and they are coming up. You just can't see them for all the weeds, so I'll work on that. And sorry about my air conditioner, it's really loud. More Asiatic lilies, tiger lilies, that sort of thing. I've got some winter sowing stuff over here and over here. This is kind of like my junk area where nobody sees. Oh, here's that other Anemone virginiana that I was telling you about. So this one plus the other 2, I'm going to relocate those. This is a native plant called Spirea alba. And this one is Zizia aurea. This one gets yellow flowers. And it's a native. And this one, I don't know. I haven't seen any flowers, but it appears to be kind of shrubby. Then I've just got a couple of calendula that really are out here for no good reason. I have a bunch of seedlings still upstairs that I need to move outside and start hardening them off. And Those are just two that I moved out before the other ones, so I'm about to have a lot more. So that pretty much covers it for this area. Maybe my neighbor will be done mowing and I can finish the other side. Let me pause. Oh wait, one more thing. These are so pretty. It's my succulent bed. Or my hens and chicks bed, I mean. I'm working on taking all the rocks out because I think it'll be prettier without them. But it takes a surprisingly long time. Like just this little section right here took me like an hour. Because they're not just on the top, they're like down in the dirt. So I've got to work on that some more. Alright, pausing again. Alright, we're back up at the top of my terrace. I just want to point out a couple more peonies. This one, I want to say has white flowers. And this one right here I think has pink flowers. Yeah, the buds are starting to come out and they look pink. And then also, it would appear that when I transplanted them up to this level, because they were down on this level last year, I must have missed a piece of root because that is a peony shoot. And I did plant some yellow Ito peonies here, but they were farther forward and I don't think they would have come up like that yet because none of my other ones have come up yet. They were just planted a couple weeks ago. That is another spirea. Same thing on the side. I've got the peony and spirea. In this bed I have a yellow rose, and in that bed I have a yellow rose, and then behind them you can just start to see some little green shoots coming up. Those are, I think they're called Miss Saigon Iris, the tall ones, purple and yellow. This is a new grape plant. I'm going to try kind of starting over with my grape on the banister idea, try to make it prettier this year. Up here I have some blueberries planted. So I've got two different types. There's one here and one here, so they cross-pollinate. Also put some creeping Jenny in here because I just had extra. This is a native plant called New Jersey tea, and they get really pretty white flowers. Should get about 3 feet tall once mature. And I have the exact same thing going on this side. I have again a blueberry here, creeping Jenny, and I've got the New Jersey tea native plant. Over here, I know I say this every time I do a video, but I need to get in and pull all this ivy. I actually did pull some out today, but just not all of it, obviously. Alright. This is, I want to say this is Let's Dance Can Do hydrangea. It's definitely a big leaf, macrophylla, and I think it is like the kind that has the lace cap, not the mop head. So we'll see. But if my memory serves me correctly, that's what that is. I transplanted these hostas right here. These are the ones that were back in my hot garden if you saw my previous video. So these are now up here. I don't know, I still am not crazy about them, but this is the bed I thought they would make the most sense in because I got a bunch of other hostas. So that's what you're seeing there. My Samaritan Joe clematis is getting really big. This is year 3, so I know it's just going to take off this year. I finally put some wire kind of wrapped loosely around this tree so that she would have something to grab onto. But I see lots of buds. That will be beautiful flowers soon. My lemon lace elderberry is here. If you saw my videos last year, there was something that affected it and like everything died back on a few of the branches. And these two don't have any new growth on them. So I'm gonna just let it go for a bit longer, but I think it might have been vermiculocilium wilt. I don't know how to say it, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. It also affects clematis, vermiticillium, I can't say it. I think that is a penstemon. I've got another penstemon down there. And another penstemon there. And then I've got a big one. This one's like second or third year. I believe that this plant is a delphinium. And there's another one right here. Am I 100%? No, I am not. Also, oh, I almost stepped on it. I have a tiny little geranium. I have planted so many geraniums. You know, the hardy ones that are supposed to get beautiful and be like a ground cover and have purple and pink flowers and stuff. Yeah, that's what they all look like, just like that. They appear to be slow to start, at least in my zone. These are looking pretty beat up now, but you should have seen them when I first planted them. These are hellebores, and they had the most beautiful pink flowers, but they're all faded now. Kind of a pinkish purple, actually. But those are my first two hellebores, so I was pretty excited about that. I believe this is Jacob's ladder that I planted last fall. Still quite small. And a couple different kinds of iris, bearded iris, and I think that's Caesar's brother. This is my Sun King Aurelia. And then some different kinds of hostas that I don't know the names of. And that is another Spirea. Just gonna take a quick walk through here. All my hydrangeas coming up, getting leaves. So many of them, I can't wait for them to get big and beautiful. My butterfly magnolia tree. It's a long story, so I'm not going to go into it, but I tried to make some cuttings on this for some friends, and that was basically a bad idea. So now I have to leave it alone so it can recover. More hydrangea. Another hydrangea. This is my daughter's peach tree. Another hydrangea. And a small hydrangea. Another small hydrangea. This one's bigger. I want to say this is my lace cap. Another little teeny one. This is my bobo. This is my biggest one by far. I think it's strawberry vanilla, but not sure. See my previous videos for explanation on that. Out of all of my roses, this Zephyrin Druin has done the best by far. I just planted this last year. It was probably like 6 inches tall. I had almost no dieback in the winter. In fact, I didn't trim off any of this. None of it. All my other roses I had to cut back dead parts because we got down to like negative 22. This one, 0 dieback. I have some more daylilies here. Some evergreens. This is a white flowering rose of Sharon, columnar. This is buffalo berry bush. It's a native. And this is tiger eye sumac, which is a nativar. I know you can't see it because the color is practically the same as my bark mulch, but it's badly eaten by deer. So I'm not even 100% sure they're gonna make it. I've got 2 of those and they both look just as bad, like really bad. This is a native grass, little blue stem. This right here is my 9 bark. Looks like all the stems died except for this little bit coming off of one here at the base. Oh yeah, I was so excited about this. So these are that Pieris japonica that I planted. I showed it in the last video, but they didn't have any new growth yet. And I was telling you guys how when the new growth comes out, it's supposed to be like a kind of a corally, orangey pink. I wouldn't call it red, but it's almost red. Really pretty. So they both have it. So obviously they are establishing roots and doing good. That's super exciting. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I had some carrots in the fridge that were sprouting roots. And I thought to myself, I wonder if I just go and plant those carrots, if they'll grow. And sure enough, that's some carrot grown up. I have more seedlings to add to that because I think their flowers are really pretty. This is another type of hydrangea here. And then I have some really annoying weeds that are starting to pop up everywhere. I think they're maybe a native viola, or I've also heard possibly creeping Charlie, or I don't know. The Plant ID website gave me some different ideas, but I'm just not sure what it is. Maybe when it flowers, I'll be able to figure it out. Here's that other Paris japonica. They have the variegated foliage in addition to that red foliage, and they have really pretty white flowers that are super tiny, like lily of the valley shaped flowers. It's a very pretty shrub. Should get about, I think it said it was about 4 or 5 feet tall. This right here, and I have another one over there that I skipped past, is a serviceberry shrub. It's supposed to be the columnar type that just gets tall and narrow. Here's my other tiger eye sumac that deer have been eating on. These, if they do survive, they get really pretty foliage, and they also turn like a bright bronzy orangey red in the fall. This is my smoke bush. And another Rose of Sharon. As you can see, I need to get into the weeding back here. And that pretty much covers everything, guys. All right. Thanks for watching.